Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this chocolate fudge cake. It starts off with a moist chocolate cake that is soaked in a delicious chocolate sauce, which is what gives it this fudgy texture. And finally it's topped with a decadent dark chocolate ganache and some fine sea salt. It's the perfect cake for chocolate lovers. It's an easy snack size cake. It comes together in literally minutes. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is prepare the chocolate cake. In a medium-sized bowl, go ahead and combine all of your dry ingredients, and we're also going to add in the granulated sugar along with this. Use a whisk to give everything a good mix, and then we're going to add in the wet ingredients. For the wet ingredients, we're going to add in some buttermilk. You can use homemade or store-bought, and then some vegetable oil, an egg, and a little bit of vanilla extract. If you don't have buttermilk and you want to make it at home, it's very simple. All you have to do is add a tablespoon of vinegar to a cup of milk, let that sit for about 5 minutes, and your buttermilk is ready to go. Now you're going to give everything a whisk until it's fully incorporated like this, and then finally we're going to add some hot coffee. This is going to help bloom the cocoa powder and bring out the chocolate flavor in the cake. If you don't want to use coffee, you can use just plain hot water. And that's it, the batter is ready to go. We're going to pour all this batter into a greased and lined 6-inch square cake pan. Then we're going to pop this in the oven at around 175 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes. While the cake bakes, let's make the chocolate sauce. In a small saucepan, you're going to combine together some whole milk, heavy cream, granulated sugar, and cocoa powder. Use a whisk to give everything a good mix, and then we're going to go ahead and place this on medium flame and bring it to a gentle simmer. Then you're going to take it off the flame and add in some chopped dark chocolate. You could also use chocolate chips if you'd like, and you could always use milk chocolate. If you're going to use milk chocolate, just reduce the amount of sugar that's in the sauce. And that's it. You're going to set this aside because we're going to be using it a little bit later on once the cake is baked. Now for the frosting, we're going to be making a chocolate ganache. You're just going to add your chopped chocolate into a heat-proof bowl, and then you're going to pour some hot heavy cream over the top, close that and let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you're going to use a spatula and give everything a good mix until it's nice and smooth. If there's still some lumps of chocolate, you can use a double boiler or a microwave to melt it completely. Chill the chocolate ganache in the refrigerator for around 15 to 20 minutes or until it reaches a spreadable consistency. The cake has baked and I let it cool down for around 5 minutes. As you can see, it's super moist. What we're going to do now is use a skewer to poke holes all over the cake. The written recipe with tips and tricks, step-by-step instructions, and all of that is available on my website, foodflamingo.com, and you can find a link to that in the description box below. Next, we're going to pour all of the chocolate sauce that we made earlier all over the cake. Place that in the refrigerator for around 15 minutes to let the cake absorb all of the liquid. After 15 minutes, the cake is chilled and you can flip it out onto a serving tray or a plate, and then you're going to add all of your refrigerated frosting on top of the cake. This is the consistency of the frosting after refrigerating it for around 20 minutes. It will take longer or shorter depending on the weather. Use an offset spatula or the back of a spoon to smother the frosting all over the top of your cake. You don't have to make this look perfect. In fact, it looks really nice when you give it this rough texture. Top it off with some flaky sea salt and your chocolate fudge cake is ready to go. Since this cake is so fudgy, I highly recommend wiping your knife down after each cut so that you have nice and sharp edges on all of your slices. As you can see, the cake is so fluffy and moist. It is so fudgy that it's almost falling apart, and that is exactly what you want. This chocolate cake recipe is my favorite recipe so far. It's almost like a quicker, easier version of my Matilda chocolate cake recipe. If you are a chocolate lover, then you have to give that one a try as well. As you can see, the cake is incredibly moist and fudgy. It looks so good. My mouth is actually watering just watching this. I think I need to make it again. The frosting is also so simple to make, so you have to give this one a try. And if you're looking to impress someone, this cake is definitely the way to go. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe for more easy and delicious recipes just like this one. Like the video if you've liked it, and comment down below if you've tried this recipe or if there's anything else you'd like me to make. And as always, thank you so much for watching.